Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Man, this is something else. Ah, man, this is crazy. Don't even know what to expect now. So yeah, Bethesda has announced that Starfield and Redfall has been delayed to 2023. Oh my god. We don't know what to expect now. I mean, I kind of mentioned how this generation was going to be like from now on in my Cyberpunk um next gen patch video. So yeah, man, Redfall and Starfield has been delayed. I mean, Redfall didn't have a set release date, but Starfield did, and I, I speak I speak for all the Bethesda fans and Xbox fans that didn't really have much games released this year. I speak for all of them when I say, damn, fuck. Like Bethesda fans, damn. Xbox fans, fuck, bro. Like shit. Now, like now we really gotta wait for E3 now. I mean, not E3, but now we gotta wait for the next Xbox conference to see if we have anything coming out this year. Cause it's crazy. It's crazy how like a lot of people was looking forward. A lot of people was looking forward for Starfield this year. Like Starfield was supposed to be the next big thing that they've been talking about, saying it's gonna be like the scope that they was the way they was describing the scope of the game was building up so much hype for people to like know what's gonna come. You know, like expectations was high. Expectations was so high. And what I believe, what I believe is the fact that they're careful with this because they see how a lot of games are being released this year. Expectations are being blown out of proportions to. I mean, it's so high that when the game come out, it's low. And I know they're playing it safe right now. They're playing it safe due to what happened with Cyberpunk. What else game? What other? Outriders. Outriders. Like Bethesda, they learned their lesson with Fallout 76. They don't want to, you know, deal with that shit a second time. Like, and for them to delay it, it's a good thing. That's the pro. That's the pro of them delaying the game. Because, I mean, if you look at it from Sony's perspective, they've delayed a lot of their games, maybe months, then after that weeks, and it always come out good. It always come out as a banger. So, not saying Xbox is copying Sony for this. I'm just saying it's good to play it safe in this gen, due to the case that last gen, every 3 years, a game will come out, like from the studio, like if a studio announce a game, if they don't have multiple projects that they're working on and stuff, if they have something like that in the works, then yeah, you come out with a game here and there every other year or whatever. But within the franchise, once you release it, after that, take 3 years, then release the sequel or release the spin-off or whatever. That's why a lot of these game companies have multiple studios. Like, I remember when I first found out about Call of Duty. I figure, all the Call of Duties was being made by, the main three studios, Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and what's the other one? Treyarch. Come to think of it, there's like secondary, studios. I believe Raven is one of them, and a lot more. I don't want to get into it, but supported studios to help them make sure that the games come out on time. So I'm like, oh wow, that's a good thing to gravitate. But now, in this gen, I think duration of games being made now, it's about 5 years. 5 years. We don't know when they started on Starfield. We do know how the idea started. When the idea started, they said it's something that it was in the works for like 10 years, but doesn't mean that they was working on the game for 10 years. And another thing you have to understand is that this game was going to be, Starfield and Redfall probably started off as a third party game. It's going to release on all platforms, including PS5. But now, since the whole situation with Microsoft buying Bethesda, I believe it was close to a year ago or past a year ago. My memory's a bit fuzzy, but things had to go in the works and stuff, and yeah, things went smoothly. We all thought that it was gonna be released 11/11/22, and now we have this. Shit. I mean, the game is probably done. Just need to be polished. Just as what it says right here. Whatever it says right here. Hey, if that's what it needs, kudos to them. I mean, I can't really say too much about it. At the end of the day, I know fans are devastated. Fans are hurt. Fans are, especially, the Xbox YouTubers has been hyping this game all year round, waiting for gameplay this summer coming up for the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. And we thought, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I literally thought they was gonna continue with the Bethesda formula when they show gameplay, and then months later it's released. I thought that what they was gonna do was Starfield. Redfall, I didn't really think too keen on that one. and I wasn't really, stressing that game out too much because it's Arcane. I believe it's Arcane Austin that's making the game, but I'm not saying that the games are trash. I'm just saying the big game that everybody was looking forward to was Starfield. Everybody had their focus on Starfield. Redfall could have got delayed into 2023. Wouldn't have been a bother because at the end of the day, people had Starfield to gravitate on, play, get their time in on and stuff. Call it a day. But due to the case as it's delayed, I just wish that at least we got Redfall. That's delayed too. I'm like, well, shit. Like, what do we have now? Because it's not even confirmed that we're getting another Forza game. But at the end of the day, people are sick of Halo games and Forza. Shout out to Kid Smooth. Oh man, Kid Smooth's gonna. Speaking of Kid Smooth, he's gonna owe a lot of bets. A lot of bets, man. I can't even chew my gum right now because let's just say when I heard this news this morning, I wasn't even home, bro. I wasn't even home, man. I was taking care of something real quick, and I heard this shit. I didn't want to believe it. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was, not real until I see other YouTubers making videos about it. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Man. What are we gonna play this year on Xbox? Don't know. We don't know. We don't know. And whew, man. Man, I speak for all Xbox fans and Bethesda fans. Fuck. There's nothing else to say, man. There's nothing more to say. I mean, I understand things was kind of tricky. The fact that we didn't get gameplay last year. I mean, that the trailer, it was kind of like, a cinematic with gameplay. I mean, it looked like it was like some sort of gameplay. It didn't look like a cinematic trailer. It didn't look anything like it. So we thought that's how the game was gonna look. We thought they was already in the clear, and like they was so close to finally say, yeah, the game is coming this year. Boom. Sound like I'm going in circles, man. I just hope we have something for this year so that meaning of Xbox won't be repeatedly saying Xbox has no games. I mean, we already felt that in 2017. I don't want to hear that now, man. Like, we've been hearing that for years now about Xbox having no games. They've been on a buying spree of acquisitions and stuff. Come on, man. Y'all got to come out with something this showcase. Y'all got to show something that's coming out this year. Something got to come. Something got to give, man. There's no way y'all going to delay two of Xbox and Bethesda's newest IPs. There's no way you're going to delay those and not have something to show that's going to come out this year at the Xbox and Bethesda showcase. If that's the case, then shit. I mean, yo, it's like we're not even in June yet. We're not even done with half the year. And y'all announced this now, saying it's going to come out the first half of 2023. That means we got to literally wait a year instead of waiting a couple of more months. At least, like, all right, like it's May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Yeah, all we had to do was wait 6 more months. You trying to tell me we have to wait another 6 months? Another, like, a year from now? Then we can play Starfield? Because come on, let's be for real. Most likely, when they say the first half instead of the first quarter, when they say first half, that means, bro, we're not going to see Starfield till like maybe next year, May, maybe April. Probably going to see Redfall before we see Starfield, to tell you the truth, because Redfall concept looks a bit more simpler. You know, it's more of a shooter type of thing and stuff. Starfield look is more ambitious. Like it's more like I don't know if it's gonna be like Star Citizen. I mean, if it is, kudos. You know, open world, open space, everything else and stuff. But man, oh shit, man. I know a lot of people now is upset, man. I mean, I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Because I was actually looking forward to playing that game. I was actually looking forward to looking for gameplay. I mean, hey, at least that's one thing. At least they said that we're gonna get a deep dive of, I believe, Starfield. I mean, they're probably gonna show some Redfall gameplay, but they said that we were gonna get a deep dive of Starfield, and I'm hoping that it whets our appetite to the fact that we're like, alright, okay, it's worth the delay. It's worth the delay. I mean, a delay is always good. Tell you the truth, a delay is always good. The fact that they said they want to polish it more and give us like the best experience possible of like a release game, then hey, you know, kudos. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's been a lot of games coming out that's been okay, and then we gotta wait for patches in order for the game to come out and so that it could, improve and shit. Like, we don't got time for that, bro. Launch the game, let it be good, let it be something, good, and then continue patching it, and then it'll become fire. But man, I know there's a lot of people out there that was like the Told Me Souls. The Told Me Souls. Shout out the Broken Games HDR. Shout out to Black Bond. Shout out to shout out to you guys, man. Check these guys out on Weapon Will Podcast, man. They are hilarious. I love their podcast, man. It's very, very intuitive, But yeah, they smelled something was, wrong. I smelled it, but I gave it the benefit of the doubt, Don't really like to think negative at times and stuff. I was mostly thinking positive. But yeah, reality hit. Everybody's upset. Other people's cheering. All the Tommy Souls. And yeah, this not much we could do now. But, sit and wait. Check in on our friends that was looking forward to Starfield and Redfall this fall. But yeah, what you gonna do, right? Then you can do is wait. I mean, hey, you don't want the game to be launched broken. I'm sorry. They not trying to deal with that shit again. And I'm not trying to deal with that shit again either. Dealing with Cyberpunk. I literally put that game down, got my Xbox Series X, and I still waited for the patch to come, and it came. And now, for what it is, I like it. I like it. But yeah, man. Shit, man. They could have just told us sooner, man. They should have said something sooner. Instead of saying it a month before the showcase. I guess that's why a lot of people is upset. I guess a lot of people, is bothered by that. Because, yeah, man. It's just, like, you tell us now. Cool. Oh man, y'all could have done a better job than that, man. If y'all would have told us around March, April, then yeah, we would have been okay. We wouldn't have been even been bothered or upset or frustrated. You know, I know a lot of people's feeling this. Frustrated, aggravated to the fact that y'all tell us a month before the showcase. Like we're like right here. We ready to like reach that tip. We can't wait no more. Hopefully for y'all to launch like a beta or like a demo or something. Have us play a little bit of it before the fucking game launches. And then it would have been fire, man. Y'all would have scores would have been off the roof, man. And this is what Starfield. Redfall, I was looking forward for that game too, but not this year. You know, good for them to spread it out so you know, give the game room to like, you know, gravitate, you know, gain players, gain its like following, you know, have its own little section on Reddit, freaking Instagram, TikTok, gameplay, YouTube. Shit would have been off the roof, man. People would have been okay. People would have waited for Redfall. It would have been something, you know, good. Something to look forward to, you know. Left 4 Dead, you know, this is like vampires like style, you know, shooter. All the concept arts they were showing, all the news they was bringing out, man, a lot of people was upset. A lot of people's feeling. I don't want to sound like a broken record, man, but it's just, oh man. I like how they, I like how they just like, they did this shit. I like how they did this with the little Bethesda logo at the bottom, you know, Bethesda showing on top. Oh man, they learned their lesson though. Fallout 76. They thought people's gonna be good for how it launched. Oh, they ripped them a whole new asshole. They ripped them a whole new asshole, bro. I mean, I heard, you know, Fallout 76 is good now, but they don't want to deal with that shit again. They don't want to deal with that shit again. They want to build their reputation on, you know, on how they normally do it. Release games, it's a banger, boom, 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 boom. You know, they don't want to deal with that Cyberpunk, you know, 2077 fiasco. They don't want to deal with that Fallout 76 fiasco, that Outriders fiasco. What games that came out this gen that was kind of like, ugh. Strangers of Paradise. Yeah, man. We're in the generation now when time is needed, and people is gonna have to understand that. But you know who else need to understand it also? Game developers, fucking investors. That, I mean, look, if you guys like speaking about the investors, I know they was hoping for this game to come out this year. They probably had to speak to them like, look, man, like this game needs more time. Needs more time. Like, hey, we got to make this announcement now. Because if we launch it, it's going to be shit. And so far, in this generation, it's a lot of games that, you know, like, it's a lot of games that release broken. And yeah, nobody don't want that. Nobody don't want that. Ah, shit. But yeah, man. I guess the only thing we can expect now from, you know, Bethesda and Microsoft is the Starfield gameplay. The deep dive, you know? Expect that. Maybe it'll re-whet our appetite. because it's dry now. It's dry now. Show us something. At least it keeps us busy. It keeps us busy, and I'm hoping for this. I'm hoping for this because since Bethesda own these IPs, and technically Microsoft own the IP also. Just like earlier this month, Godfall came out for the Xbox. Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo. If they announce that these two games are releasing this year for the Xbox Series X, at least that will keep us busy also. That will be a announcement worth hearing. To be like, oh, okay, all right. At least we got these games to keep us busy and call it a day. All right, okay. Even though it's out for the PS5 already, Microsoft, Xbox, Bethesda, they own this IP. They own the games. They just gotta, fuck. They just gotta be loyal to the contract that PlayStation had with these games, time exclusive and all that shit. So, hey man, at least they're doing that. If we get those two games this year and they announce it during the showcase, I'm happy. Bethesda fans, happy. Xbox fans, happy. We be happy, man. Let us get that. We need that. Since y'all delayed, Redfall and and Starfield, let us get those two games. We need those. Cause if we don't have anything this year, shit. It's gonna be a dust collector. And most people that actually purchase the Xbox Series X's, because they was either Bethesda fans or Starfield fans. I mean, yeah, Bethesda fans, yeah. They was probably looking forward for Starfield. They thought they was gonna get it for their console of choice. And now now they gotta wait. Oh shit! But for the Xbox fans, Deathloop, Ghostwire Tokyo. Let's just hope that we get those games this year. Let's just hope we get those games this fall. Keep us busy and the whole nine. But yeah, don't want to sound like a broken record. I'm just bothered. Not mad, not angry. Just bothered, man. I was really looking forward for this game. But it's nothing we can do now. So, hey, man. I know it sound like I was, sound like some gibberish and stuff. But hey, this is my first time speaking to you guys live, without like recording. Just try to gravitate everything that I can. I have been, fixing up some stuff around the house, so I've been pretty busy and stuff. And I'm a bit disoriented, a bit hungry, sleepy. But yeah, about to go make me something to eat right now. And yeah, I guess that's it. If you guys enjoy the live stream, I'll do more of these. One of these live stream vlogs and stuff. Hit the like button. Comment down below. Subscribe. Hit that bell notification whenever I release new content. With that being said, I'll see y'all in the next one. Deuces. Bang.